sauce in how you walk. Going hard in the paint. And that's how you assert dominance.
Hey, what's up guys, it's SirTagCR, and today we're bringing you a new meta Hog Rider bait cycle deck. In this deck, you're going to have Dark Goblin, you're going to have Goblin Gang, and you're going to have Bats, all for cycling and for bait. This deck has a 3.0 elixir cycle, and you really have to utilize the Ice Golem, the kite units, the opposite lane, the Pekkas, the Mega Knights, the Bridge Spam. Make sure that's all kited, and then you either want to clean it up with the Bats or the Dark Goblin. None of these cards were changed in the most recent balance changes, and I think it's a really fun deck to play. Check it out and let me know how it ends up working for you down below in the comments section. Lord Divine CR, thank you so much guys. So we're gonna go opposite lane with Hog Rider. I just hate people that do this. Like, he doesn't know if I have Inferno Dragon or if I have Executioner NATO or anything. I don't have an answer, unfortunately. Like, my deck doesn't have an answer, but he shouldn't do this because I could have an answer. I probably lose right now, guys. I'm not sure, but it's very unlikely that I walk away with a W here. So anyone that does that at the start of the game, they're just going for like a golem, and they're like, yeah, you know what? I feel like just dropping everything all in one lane at the start. It doesn't work unless your opponent doesn't have any defenses, so very unfortunate, guys. Okay. I have to go for an Ice Golem to kite that. Bats will not get a hit. Lumberjack will end up dying. I think I might have to go for 3 guys, depending on what he does here. If he stupidly goes in for like a Golem Lumberjack right in the back, which he's probably going to do. We'll see. Okay, never mind. This is really good for us. He decides to forfeit that tower now. Maybe. Hopefully. We'll have to wait and see. That should end up ravaging that. Hog Rider. He dropped a Zap. We have a raged up, piped up Hog Rider with Spear Goblins. I think we're going to do a ton here. Dark Goblin, put in some work. See what he does. I kite it opposite lane. Bats again. Yeah, this guy is super savage. I dislike people that go in for really savage plays at the start. So, in this type of situation, this deck is very, very weak, but you can still win. You just have to play extremely safe. I'm going to Fireball again. He's in a precarious position now. He has to take 2 towers. Dark Goblin on top. Let's go. So he's definitely taking that one. That's a fact. I just need to defend the other. So I'm going to end up going for Hog here. I'm going to go Bats. He's already used his Zap. Does he have triple spell? I don't know, guys. Oh, yeah. You do have triple spell. This is really bad, isn't it? Okay, we're going to have to go Ice Golem to kite. It's going to log or something. I want to use the Lumberjack Rage. I really do. But I also don't want to go into that, do I? I think those Bats are bad. To go Lumberjack right in front because I got to make sure the Night Witch dies. We use Ice Golem to keep the Dark Goblin alive if possible. Go for another Dark Goblin off to the side. So Dark Goblin didn't stay alive. Fireball. Bats right on top of the Baby Dragon, so then the Dark Goblin stays alive again. Did we swerve him here? Did we swerve him? Maybe. Dark Goblin's on top. It's going to get raged up. The Hog Rider should take precedence. Okay. If I can go like undercover with this Dark Goblin and just to kind of ignore that for a bit, then maybe. I think the Dark Goblin might just finesse him. I think the Lumberjack's getting on top and we win the game. Holy crap. He had triple spell Golem and we won. Holy crap, guys. I can't believe that. That was tough. Not an easy game. He sees an Ice Golem and he drops a freaking Golem in the back. He doesn't see anything. I'm leaking. I drop Goblin Gang and I drop Hog Rider and he drops Night Wish. Who does that? Who does that? I could have like easily had like Bridge Spam Inferno Dragon. He would have lost that, or I could have had Executioner NATO and he would have lost that Golem and that Night Witch. he would have gotten absolutely nothing out of it. Ah, that's triggering. We're going to go for bats in the back, and we're going to see what's up. This dude is going to go for a musketeer. We're immediately going to fireball that. And I think that we're in a good standing right now. We ended up getting some nice chip damage on the tower and the muskie. I'm going to get ready to log if he drops anything in front. He does. We go Goblin Gang. I'm going to get ready with an Ice Golem in case he zaps. I don't even need to, actually. So we're doing super well here. Guess I can end up going for a hog, because his mini Pekka is out of cycle, right? I'm going to go opposite lane, though, because I don't want to go right into a Mega Minion. I want the Mega Minion to get no value at all. He's going to have to fireball that. Hog Rider Ice Golem coming in strong. Let's go. So what I can do here is I can go for a Dark Goblin and finish that off. And then it will still go in the lane that I want to, right? I can go Bats tank for the Dark Goblin to ensure that it doesn't incur any damage. Still has to respond to that. Drops the Mini Pekka. So he drops the Mini Pekka on top of the Dark Goblin. He doesn't have an answer to the Hog Rider at all. He might zap again. And now I go for a Hog. I have the Goblin Gang still alive. He has Log and Zap. Okay. This is a little bit sketchy. Planning to go against Log and Zap and Mini Pekka. Whew, this is not good for us. But thankfully, we adjusted our card cycle, and we made sure that he ended up having to drop Mini Pekka on top of something that he didn't want to. I'm going to have to go Bats here. I really need to kill that. It's going to zap. Now I'm going for my Goblin Gang. I'm also going to have to go in for Ice Golem here. He's going to log, but it's not going to matter too much. Okay, so he's going to have a very hard counter. Triple Spell Giant with Ice Spirit and Mini Pekka. This is the worst possible matchup for us, actually. Yikes, man. Alright. So I'm thinking I go in for Hog here and get ready. Hopefully he stockpiles more. I'm not even going to fireball that. I'm just going to log it back to ensure that it dies before touching our Dark Goblin. I'm going to go for Lumberjack, and maybe he's going to go Omega. Yes, awesome. So seeing that is extremely good for me. If he goes in for a log, then I go for Goblin Gang, and then Goblin Gang doesn't die to zap. The Stab Goblins stay alive. You just need to make sure that the Stab Goblins stay alive, and then you're fine. I'm not going to give him log value. I'm really not about it. So I'm going to go in for Lumberjack, and I'm going to go Bats. The log was very obvious since I already had the Dark Goblin there. And now, guys, this is our time to thrive. We're going to have that Lumberjack stay alive. We're going to get this Hog Rider raged up. We're going to be bolstering through. And that Mega Minion is going to do absolutely nothing. We're going to go for a Fireball to propel that Mega Minion back. Oh, I did a little bit of a late Fireball. That Fireball was bad. Alright, somehow I'm going to have to defend here because I did a horrible Fireball. I'm going to go in for Goblin Gang. I'm going to end up going for Bats off to the side. Notice how I stagger them, so then he's not able to zap both of them, and he wants to. Lumberjack's still alive, so you always want to counter push with the Lumberjack because the rage mechanic, right? Easy Fireball value. This is the Fireball that I wanted earlier. Hitting the Lumberjack, and also ended up hitting the Mini Pekka. I hit the Musketeer. That is what I wanted to hit, so I ended up hitting both those. Really good for me. Probably just want to go in for a Dark Goblin. I want to go in for an Ice Golem. Going for Bats here. See if we can bait something out. He's giving me Fireball value again, guys. I'm about it. I know that he's not going to get through with that at all. Can just go sauce out a Goblin Gang in the middle because I'm not going to give him log value on the tower. And all I got to do is cycle back to a Fireball, and we got the game in the bag, guys. So I'm going to go for a Hog Rider, apply aggression, so then he has to defend that, giving me more time to cycle back to Fireball. GG, well played, much love, brother. Crazy game against this man. Alright, we're going to be dropping a good luck. I hate going in for Hog Rider as my starting play because I don't like going into bridge spam or anything dropped at the start. Like, he could go for Mini Pekka at the river or E-Barbs. I just don't want to do that. I'm going to split my bats, then go for a Hog Rider. So, he's going to go for a Night Witch in the back. He's going to go for guard, so it's obvious that this man is going to be running a Golem deck. Definitely not our preferred matchup because we do not have Inferno Dragon and we do not have reliable answers to deal with the tank. So we have to play really safe and sound here. I have to go for an Ice Golem to kite. I'm going to utilize my Dark Goblin to finish it off, giving us more time to deal with that Dark Prince. The Dark Goblin is actually going to get on top of the tower. Oh man, that's going to be so much damage for us. I'm going to go for a Goblin Gang left-hand lane because I know that the Rage is going to augment a huge push for us. And I want to see if we can bait out a spell. No, he's just going to eat that like a snack. Oh my gosh, dude. That is so much damage. So I'm thinking that I want to preserve my Hog Rider for his huge tank push, right? So I want to Fireball this, and then when he goes in for a tank push, I want to go opposite lane with the Hog Rider. He's not dropping a tank. He's actually going to go for an Executioner. So in that situation, I really like Fireballing, but in most situations when they drop like a Golem or something, I love going opposite lane with a Hog Rider and a pretty big push there. So I'm actually going to go for a log to propel that back so it doesn't get a hit on our tower. And then I'm also going to probably end up having to go in for an Ice Golem here. Let's push everything off to the side. The Night Witch Bat should explode on that. And then the Executioner should only get a few hits. I don't know how many hits it's going to get. Not too many though. Just going to go for a Goblin Gang to slaughter the Executioner yet again. And we're doing really well here. This guy's kind of just spamming me. He's a ferocious sir, man. He's pretty ferocious. So he's going to have Executioner. He's going to have Night Witch. So he definitely has a Golem deck. He just hasn't dropped it yet. His towers are so dilapidated. It's not even double elixir. I think he's probably going to go Golem same lane here. And then think that he's not going to get 3 crowned? No, he's not going to. Okay. We have to go for Lumberjack. And he's going to go for Night Witch. I hope he gives me more Fireball value. That'd be awesome for us. Dark Goblin? Okay, so he's going to have Mega Knight. He's going to give me more Fireball value. Notice how I'm stockpiling everything up for this Fireball? Oh, that's glorious. How dirty was that, guys? I'm going to end up going in for a Goblin Gang. I'm going to go in for a Lumberjack off to the side. And I think that that's not even going to pencil trade us. I'm going to end up going for Bats right on top. Pretty clean defense. This guy really spammed his heart and his soul on the table. But it did not pan out perfectly for him. Just logging for good measure. And then I can end up going in for a Hog Rider, Goblin Gang. Go for an Ice Golem in the middle to take the targeting from the King Tower. And I think that we might actually just 3-crown him. He might have just aborted mission, given up, guys. We crushed his heart and his soul and his will to fight. GG, well played, much love, and peace out, brother. GG. Alright, so we're going to start off the game strong with Bats in the back. We're going to get ready and ready to go with the Hog Rider. So we're going to go opposite lane with the Hog Rider. Utilize those 2 Bats so we can make anything happen. He's going to go for a Tombstone. We're just going to vibe and relax. He's going to have Executioner, he's going to have NATO, and he's also going to have Tombstone. So this will be a difficult matchup for sure. What I'm thinking is I want to go kite this opposite lane with an Ice Golem, so we waited and leaked a little bit of Elixir to make sure that we were able to make that happen. He's going to go for a Graveyard. I'm not too scared about it. I just go and cycle my Dark Goblin in the back. I make sure that I have a Lumberjack obliterating that Executioner. I'm going to go split my Bats. And then I'm going to go in for a Hog because he's probably going to end up going in for a Tombstone. I'm getting ready for that. So he goes in for a NATO, but the Bats are still alive, so I don't know why he did that, but that's what I was aiming for. I was really hoping that I would get more chip damage with the Bats there. You never really want to go in for a lone Hog Rider that they're going to be able to NATO if you're not going to be able to get damage. I only go in for like a Hog Rider like that if I know that they're going to incur damage with like Spear Goblins from a Goblin Gang or Bats. So that worked out really well for us. I was surprised that he actually did that instead of like propelling it backwards. Go for a Dark Goblin because I know it's going to give me more counter push potential. He's giving us a really high Tombstone, so he doesn't want to mess around. That's telling me that he doesn't want to get, like, fireballed. Usually the best play for me is fireballing that. I'm going to go Bats here, and I'm going to go in for a Hog. I hope that the Goblin Gang ends up... I can just fireball that, actually. Just get more chip damage. Oh, let's go. Skelly's, I think... No, the Hog Rider doesn't get hit, but the Executioner is rather useless now. Keeping him at low amounts of Elixir means that he can't actually go in for Graveyards. So he's actually going to go in for a Graveyard. Was not really expecting that. I'm going to Lumberjack again. It's super aggressive play. And he doesn't want to go poison this. Like, you can't really. If you do, then you're down so much Elixir that you don't have any answer to the Hog. I need 1 Hog Rider hit here. And then I just Fireball. And I think we end up just straight up taking the tower, propelling the Valkyrie backwards. Valk gets hit back, so we end up getting even more tower damage. He's going to go something at the river because he wants to go for a Graveyard. I'm just going to make sure that doesn't happen. If he doesn't have a tank for the Graveyard, then he's not able to make anything happen because then our tower, our Princess Tower here, is going to be shooting the Graveyard Skeletons, coupled with the Dark Goblin, mitigating the damage even further. Lumberjack finishes off the tower. I'm going to go for Hog Rider Goblin Gang on the right-hand side. Despite this man having a lot of answers to our Hog Rider, he just wasn't able to make anything happen because we made sure that he was always perpetually at a low Elixir amount, never able to rattle off Graveyards successfully. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. Much love. It was a pleasure playing against you, sir. Those Deadpool. I love that movie. I really like Deadpool 1. I'm going to go Bats in the back, and the Joker is not dropping anything so far. I'm going to go drop a Hog Rider with my 2 Bats, because he's going to go in the lane of the 3. And he's going to drop Zappies and Log. Hog Rider still gets 1 hit. Thinking that our best bet is dropping Lumberjack here. It's going to demand a response after it kills that Royal Ghost. On one-on-one combat, Lumberjack always does better. I'm going to go Ice Golem. Make sure that we soak up some of the Zappy hits. can go for a Goblin Gang as well, just to bait out a spell. See what's up. Propel that Ice Golem a little bit faster. See what he wants to do here. Definitely gonna go log that. So Dark Goblin and Electro Wizard, indicative of a Pekka deck. So, his Electro is out of cycle. I want to go for bats. He's gonna have to zap this and drop Pekka maybe. Otherwise the Pekka's gonna get thrashed by the bats. So what I'm thinking here is I probably just want to go kite with Ice Golem. It's our best bet. I'm going to go drop my Goblin Gang and the Dark Goblin off to the side so he's not able to hit everything with a log. The Dark Goblin should finish it off. That's the unit that we wanted to prioritize. Want to keep that alive more so than the Goblin Gang. Then we go and make a formidable counter push with the Hog Rider. Really solid for us. I'm going to get ready to log this instead of dropping bats. Trying to disrupt its animation so then it doesn't get a hit. Gets one, but still fine. Logging the Electro Wizard for one hit. +2 trade. Plus, this is the healthier tower for us, not the lower HP one. So we can afford to eat up that damage. Really trying to keep the Ice Golem for the kite. Don't want to drop that, so I'm going to drop my Lumberjack opposite lane. I'm also going to go drop my Dark Goblin. Maybe he's going to log it. I want to make sure that we are able to clean up any type of push that he's having there. So as I said, guys, keeping the Ice Golem is really important. Definitely going to Fireball, keeping the bats alive, so then we eliminate those pesky Pekkas as quickly as possible. My cards do not seem like they want to be dropping, but maybe that was a good thing. I'm not sure. I'm going to go drop an Ice Golem on defense yet again. Bats are not going to be breaking through. Hog Rider got so much damage. So we ended up doing dual lane aggression on this legend. Alright. I think I want to go Dark Goblin again. Pekka's gonna maybe deny all hits. If we get one, that'd be awesome. Doesn't happen. Alright. I'm gonna go Goblin Gang again. I'm gonna have to log. Oh, wait, the Dark Goblin. Our Dark Goblin finished it off. Let's go. The MVP of this game. He is still alive. Holy crap. I logged because I didn't have confidence in him. But he actually prevailed and we outcycled him. He's not back to enough elixir for the Pekka. Maybe a Hog Rider hit? Oh, not quite, guys. But the Dark Goblin is still alive. Holy crap. I'm going to log, as I said before, getting that tower damage is pretty important for us. Alright, going to go Goblin Gang. Going to go Bats. He's going to go for Electro, maybe? To wait and see. He's going to go Electro now. I'm going to go for an Ice Golem to kite. Bats on top of the tower. If Hog gets another hit, then we're thriving, but it doesn't happen. Yeah. Unfortunate. I'm going to have to log this all. He logs as well. That means I just go for Hog and I spank him silly. With the Fireball and the Zappies. I knew he only had Zappies, went for the Fireball, collect a W. GG, well played. Peace out, Girl Scout. Much love. Alright guys, we got a game against Fallen. We're going to be saucing out a good luck. I'm going to get ready and ready to go with an Ice Golem in the back. So we're going to sauce out the Ice Golem in the back. And we're going to see what he wants to respond with. Oh, he's dropping a Golem. So this guy is really adventurous. 8 elixir commitment as soon as he sees an Ice Golem. This man has no bounds. Could Fireball that, but I really just don't want to overcommit. He's going to get away with bats, unfortunately. That's very unfortunate that my bats were cycled far, far in the back there for us. Hopefully he goes and spells the Dark Goblin with like a log or something. I'll have to wait and see. It's going to give me Fireball value. I'm going for Goblin Gang here. Slight misplay on our end, right? I should have hit all the minions. Wouldn't have had to drop Goblin Gang. It's still fine, though. I want to augment this Dark Goblin with an Ice Golem and Hog Rider. I'm setting up that push right now because I know that the Dark Goblin is going to get there real quick. Dark Goblin's going to get so much work done on that Wizard. You always got to support that Dark Goblin. So much value from that. That's what makes and breaks this deck. Just for cycling purposes, I'm going to log. Make sure he doesn't get a Wizard hit on us. It's also much harder to find value with spells against Golem deck, right? Get ready with the bats in the back, because I assume he's probably going to drop Golem then. Doesn't. Oh, he drops it there. Alright. Go Lumberjack. I'm going to go Ice Golem. I'm also going to end up going for a Hog Rider. I think we end up taking the right-hand side. We definitely do. I'm going to go Dark Goblin here. Really want to like apply aggression towards 3, because I don't have a great defense with this deck. Like, there really isn't great defense against Golem with this deck at all. So if I can apply more aggression towards the 3 crown, it's a very high probability that I just straight up end up taking it. Go Bats right on top. We go Ice Golem right on top as well. And it looks like I'm probably just going to straight up 3 crown this Legend. So here we go. He's overcommitted. He's really overcommitted. So now I go for my Dark Goblin. I go for my Hog Rider. I think that the Hog Rider just gets one more hit, then I Fireball, and I win the game. GG. Well played. And peace out, Girl Scout. Very calculated.